Hey there, so in today's video we're going to talk about backlinks. Okay, so what is a backlink? A backlink is a link from another website back to your website. And you want to get as many of these as you possibly can, but you don't want to just get them from anywhere, right? You want to get backlinks from other websites that are relevant to yours, right? So if you're a plumber, getting a backlink from, let us say, a website that is talking about baby products, that would not make a lot of sense, right? And Google is smart enough to figure that out, right? Now, the way these backlinks work are they're basically like a vote of confidence in your website. Every other website linking to your website is sending a signal to Google saying, hey, we think these guys are relevant to us, right? And we think that they are important enough or have important enough information that we like to share that with the world, right? So it's quite a big deal to get a backlink from another website. Now, how do you get these backlinks, right? So there are various ways. You can buy backlinks, you can ask friends for backlinks, you can write to other websites for backlinks. There are a number of ways that you can get these backlinks. You can create articles for other websites and say, hey, I've written an article that I think would be perfect for your website, and put your own link in that article for them. This is called guest posting or guest blogging. So you could do that as well. Generally, Google states that they do not want to have anyone buy backlinks. But this is a bit of a gray area for me because, you know, if you are doing a backlink exchange, even if you say to someone, hey, I will give you an article for free, you give me a backlink in exchange, you're technically buying the backlink, right? So until Google completely stops the use of backlinks and using it as a ranking factor, they will have this problem, right? So there are loads of websites and places out there that you can buy backlinks. And what you want to look for is really you want to buy backlinks from websites that, or gain backlinks from. I'm not saying you should buy them. I'm just telling you the complexities around this is that, Google doesn't want you to buy backlinks, but in real life, it's very difficult to not buy backlinks and still have your website rank well. So in the end, a lot of people do resort to buying backlinks because it can take a lot of effort to do manual outreach to other websites and get backlinks that way. And even then, you are, in a sense, buying the backlinks, like I explained. But anyway, so if you are going to get a backlink from another website, you want it to be a good quality website. You want that website to, at least to some degree, be relevant to your industry, right? They don't have to be completely relevant, like the exact same thing. Obviously, you're not going to get a backlink from another plumber. If you're a plumber, this will be very difficult unless you know the guy and he's a friend of yours. But you want to get maybe a backlink from someone in the construction industry, or a website that is talking about construction-related items or home improvement or DIY, for instance. And the next thing you want from the backlink is you want the website that you get the backlink from to be generating its own traffic too. And the more traffic that it's generating, the better that backlink is going to be for you, right? And the more valuable it's going to be. Now, there are lots of tools and free tools and SEO tools out there that try and measure the worth of backlinks and the worth of websites in terms of their authority. And these are just estimations, right? You'll probably, if you do a Google, you'll find things such as authority or DR, domain rating, or domain authority. These are some of the terms that these tools use, but essentially they're just trying to measure the worth of a backlink, right? A potential worth of a backlink should you get a link from a certain site. And the way that they measure that is they basically look at all the backlinks to those websites and they try and measure their worth, right? And then they come up with this arbitrary score such as, 50 out of 100 domain rating or DR, which is really just their way of trying to say, hey, that's what we rank that website at. So if you get a link from that website, it'll either be good or bad depending on, high or low that score is. So what you want to do is you want to take a look at the sites where you can potentially get links from, whether you're buying it, doing guest posts, or just doing some manual outreach, etc. And you want to make sure that that site does have some worth. It's getting its own traffic, and you should be using search engine optimization tools for this. Doing backlinks is a more advanced thing and probably not something that is easily done on your own, and you might want to reach out to a specialist like myself or another SEO specialist to help you with this so that you get good backlinks that actually matter. And then there's one more thing I want to just dispel a myth that might be going around. Maybe you've heard of this and you might think that, oh, if I get bad backlinks from some website or spammy backlinks, right, that my website might be penalized. And this is just not true. Since the Penguin update, which is now many years ago, Google doesn't penalize websites for their backlinks. It would just simply ignore a backlink if it thought that it wasn't valuable in some way, right? So don't be too worried about it then. If you get a backlink and it's not the greatest of backlinks, it's not going to damage your site necessarily. You might just not get the full benefit from it because Google might just ignore it. So it might not actually do anything for you. All right, so in a nutshell, basically, lots of backlinks can be good for your SEO if they're backlinks from other websites that also have authority and are doing well in terms of their own SEO and they're getting lots of traffic because of that. Then the backlinks will be worth so much more to you. And there are various ways to get those backlinks. You can do manual outreach, you can buy them. There's lots of different ways that you can acquire backlinks through switches and swaps and doing content writing for other places, etc. Even creating profiles, like you can create a free profile on certain websites that have a high authority because they're very well known and get a lot of traffic. Even those are considered, and they all have some influence on your search engine rankings. But just remember that the backlinks aren't everything. They're just a small factor in the whole picture. And generally, if your content is really good quality and is answering the question being searched on Google very well, then a backlink to that piece of content will be very valuable for you, and much more valuable than creating a backlink to a poor piece of content. So content is still more important than backlinks in the whole grand scheme of things. All right, I hope this was helpful.